Hey everyone, it's been a while since I uploaded a video. 2020 has been, well, I'm pretty sure my face says it all. It's been a year. So, the question is, what do we do to keep ourselves busy during these trying times? Well, some of us have tried video games, homeschool, things like that, and let's be honest, that gets boring really quick, and try to get a kid to pay attention to online school for more than 5 minutes. Teachers have a hard enough time getting them to pay attention in class. So, here's my solution, well, at least my solution for me. I decided to do something very unintelligent, which was buy these. Why is this not rotating? Sorry about that, technical difficulty. These are my, oh sorry, one of these is mine, 1968 Plymouth Fury Fastback. So, this one is, well, supposedly was a super sport at one time. Someone had a little fun there. And this one over here, which previous owner called it Golden Girl. I wonder why. Both of these cars are your classic 318 polys, nothing fancy going on there. The interior on this one was actually not bad. However, the green one got a little more unloved. So, over the course of 2020, well, the remainder of this year, we are going to be fixing these two beauties. This one, the gold car, will be restored under my channel. So, it'll be a fun build. We're going to do something crazy with it. I'm thinking probably 5.7 Hemi, 440, maybe a diesel if we're feeling really stupid. But the other car here, green one, that belongs to our good friend Zach over at Maple Street Motors. We're going to be, sorry, Maple Street Motors, what's wrong? The Maple Street Garage. Let's get this right, people. This is his car. So this one, he already knows is going to be getting a 440 with a 727. But we're going to copy roadkill a little bit with this. We're stealing it out of a motorhome. Yeah, because nothing ever bad happened from that. But I'll give you a quick overview of this one since I have a couple minutes. So under the hood of this one, we have nothing. So that'll make life easy for doing the engine swap because there's nothing to pull out. And on this one, my car, drum roll, I only have two hands. There will be no drum roll. Less than nothing. Well, not true. I have a dual exhaust. Yeah, these are both power steering cars. The power brakes were stolen out of mine, at least the master cylinder was. When I bought this car, it was a running, driving car. But the owner wanted the drivetrain out of it for a 56 Dodge truck he was working on. So he cut me a bit of a break. This car cost me $500. And people say you can't find a good Mopar for cheap. Well, it's not a B body, it's a C body, but this will still be a fun project. So we're gonna have a look at the interior here. This is kind of why I bought this car. The dash is uncracked. The glove box, if I can get it open, is still intact, and I still have the original bill of sale, owner's manual, all that good stuff, and a couple of old maps. Not factory Canadian Tire cup holders that you could get for these back in the day. And, of course, because Mopar, we have holes in the floor. Smaller hole. But the real scary one is that. So someone put shag carpet in this thing at some point, and that really helped just rot everything out. But these are still worth saving. I don't get why more people don't restore these things. Like, look at this. So it's a pillarless hardtop, and check this out. Okay, why isn't this one working? Alright, this window worked yesterday. I'm not going to break that. But either way, another part that we need to be restored. Both of these back windows here, this guy and that guy over there, they both roll down. We have factory armrests for the back with ashtrays. That's supposed to go on the wheel arch, but we don't really have room for that. Well, actually, we only have one, and the wheel arches are rotted out, so that doesn't really work. And another interesting feature, this front bench slides, and the slide still works, but it takes two people, so I'm not really going to show you that right now. The front seats fold down for ease into the back, and they fold on an angle. So you have more clearance to get into the back seat. So you can even get grandma into this. But yeah, I wouldn't let anyone really step in the back of this right now, or they will go through the floor. So the general premise of this car, have fun with it, not get in trouble during quarantine, which will be very not easy to do because everyone's getting in trouble with quarantine. You can see here we got a little bit of rot there, not too bad. We have some daylight over there, but that's also from the rotted out quarter that I showed you earlier, which is this guy. This is all more or less surface, so the rest of this is actually okay. But that's going to be interesting. I can find patch panels for that, so we're going to track those down, get that done. Doors are solid, just about everything else. There's quite a few dents on it, so I'm going to have to learn how to do some paintless dent removal. What are we talking about? We're repainting this thing anyway. Vote in the comments on whether we're doing Plum Crazy Purple on this thing, or I was thinking we might do B5 or maybe Jazz Blue. One feature I will bring up now about these cars, which I didn't realize when I bought it, but I found out afterwards, is the fact that these little guys here, they're turn signal indicators. So similar to how the old GTOs had the tachometer on the hoods, these guys have the turn signal indicators on the hood. So when this is closed, I'm just close the hood here, the driver sees that from in there. So there's no stupid arrow on the dash blinking telling you you're turning right or you're turning left. You see it on the hood. So there's no way in a million years you can go 5,000 blocks without realizing that, hey, my headlights are, well, not my headlights, my turn signals are still on. Yeah. So this is our winter 2020 build, $500 Mopar. And we're going to see more or less how cheaply we can get this built. I'm thinking all in, it's probably going to be close to 5-6 grand. But for a starter Mopar, for someone who's looking to get into it cheap, these are definitely the way to go. There's lots of them out there. They're pretty cheap, like I said. This car cost me $500. This car here was $300. It needs less body work than mine, as you can see. And you're wondering now probably, well, if it needs less body work, why did this car cost less than yours? Yeah, the interior's a little rougher, but what's the deal? Well, the deal with this one is there's a distinct lack of frame in the back. I mean, almost the whole frame is rotted out in the rear because some dumbass put a trailer hitch on the back of it and drilled it directly into the frame and didn't plug the holes at all. So, yeah, water, salt, and all that good stuff got in there and just rotted her right out. But Maple Street Garage and I have a little bit of a challenge. The challenge is going to be whose gets done first. I'm hoping mine. And whose is going to be fastest, because it's muscle cars. You gotta have them go fast, or else what's the point? At least sound good. As far as sound good goes, I'm a little ahead of the game. I have dual exhaust already. I think I'll probably just end up cutting the back 4 inches off it, putting some nice chrome tips on it. He doesn't have an exhaust. It fell off when we put it on the trailer. Oh yeah, good fun there. But these cars do have, well, back to the features of these, they do have some cool features. So this one has an AM/FM radio in it with cassette deck. Someone added an equalizer to it. Yeah, that's what they did there. It's got 95,000 original miles on it, but that doesn't matter because there's no motor driveline, so we're going to have some fun with it. Headliner's in good shape. Really, a lot of the interior is just going to be cleaning it. Like, I'm not going to take a ton of stuff apart on this. I'm obviously ripping out the shag carpet because who wants shag carpet in their muscle car? Seriously, guys, we got to stop this trend. It is bad. But no, so if we go with the 5.7, she's definitely getting a manual transmission. We're going to have videos on that all the way through. It's got an ashtray right in the center of the dash right here. See there? And the cigarette lighter's right up top there. I wouldn't use it. There's some leaves in there, but whatever. We have ashtrays in all the doors. And, oh yeah, you're maybe wondering why there's two window cranks here. So this bottom one actually rolls down the window. This top one here adjusts the mirror. Okay, that side doesn't work. Let me go to the driver's side, see if that one still works. It's a cool feature when it works. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. So all this stuff that people think, oh, it's so new and whatnot, adjustable mirrors and all that. It's not new. They had it back in the 60s. Get over yourself, BMW. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, no, sorry, that's the smoking mirror. So that actually was working because that's still open. Which one? Oh, there it is. It's this one. Back in the 60s, there was nothing new in the automotive world. They just added electric motors to it. And speaking of not new, this car also, if I can find where the vents are, I think they're hidden by the seat belts there, had rear climate control. So if I can find the switch, yes, I think it's that lower guy there. You had two different blower motors in this. So you had one to blow air into the back and one to blow air into the front where the driver and that passenger. The other guys had their own motor, which the driver controlled. So I think the independent control is definitely a nice change, but you know how things are. It was the 60s. Great time. So that is more or less a quick overview of these things. I was going to do a video of me cleaning them out. I may still do that with the green one. I'm helping Maple Street Garage out a fair bit with this thing. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a project. The back of this thing was just terrifying. It was all... Well, I threw it out already. There was garbage, animal feces everywhere, things like that. These cars have been sitting outside for the last 20, 30 years. I did, however, find factory jack, vice grips, rest of the roadside kit, giant screwdriver, some steel wool, and some old brake parts and wipers. Whether any of that will be usable, I don't know. But we are definitely going to have fun with these projects. So I will see you in the next video where we're going to rip the rest of the carpet out, start assessing the floor. We'll probably start repairing that. And then we're going to source an engine, transmission, do some wiring, get it running, body work, lots of body work. And I'm not sure about the factory wheels on this. I like the style of them, but they're a little small. 15 inches. We can do better than that. So let me know what you think would be a good wheel on this. I'm thinking the Magnum 500s would probably be a good setup. Maybe do some 17s in the back, 16s in the front, something like that. Just give it a little bit of a staggered look. But I think we're going to call it here. I just want to give a big shout out to our friends at Ray & Sons in Newmarket. If it wasn't for them, these builds would not be possible. Well, signing off.